Good morning and welcome into ShopNBC. Thank you so much for shopping with us. For those of you who are flooding in our phone lines today to get in for that Pamacoy Trench, we know you're there. It's just a crazy, wonderful place to shop here today. Well, this hour we are going to be celebrating a one-year anniversary of the return of Stuhrling watches back to ShopNBC. So here's what we're going to do for you today. If you love drama in a show, I mean, you want more value pays, you want limited editions, you want get it while you can, well, then you're going to love this hour, because all of the value pays that you're going to see, the extended value pays and the pricing, all does end tomorrow night at midnight when the anniversary celebration is over. So the pricing is wild. And to my dear friend, Mr. Jim Skelton, I'm going to share a piece with you today. Pretty much sold out during All-Star, and millions of you have been waiting for its return. Well, we have it here today. It's called the Falcon, and I'll make sure that I point that out to you when we get there. But I do want to take you ahead and go into this preview with you today. This is where we're going to start that preview. It is with that wonderful timepiece from Stuhrling that we're sharing with you at an anniversary price and very special value pays as well. And then up next for you is our today only on 5 interest-free value pays. Love that. 5 interest-free value payments. That's a little one they added on today. I'm kind of excited about that one. So we are going to give you a half price shipping and handling as well on the original Falcon that we're going to share with you today as well. So that's a very, very special piece for you too, and we're excited about that. This is the piece that my buddy Jim Skelton really, truly went a little bit crazy for, and we do have it on a this visit only. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then also, this is the Artemis. Now, this is the Gentile watch. It's a very distinguished timepiece for you today. We have it on 4 value pays. We have it at a special anniversary price as well. And then when it does sell out after this visit, it won't be back for a couple of months. It's going to be entirely sold out, and we'll work as hard as we can to bring you back more quantity in the month of May. So that was going to be a hot limited edition as well. Well, I do want to go to the big guy, bringing you Stuhrling watches here. They were here at ShopNBC, then they took a little bit of time off for research and development, and they are back now for 1 full year and going crazy. Larry Magen is our very special guest. Happy anniversary.
Hey, Lynn, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you very much. Everybody, welcome to the show. And I'll tell you what, Lynn, I'm so excited. Well, you're showing the Falcon.
I'm showing the Falcon.
And we're going to talk all about that. But I think the point is that whether it's the Falcon or the Manchester Aussie, we're going to get into all these things. The point is we're celebrating our anniversary of our return, and we didn't want to just bring goods that we're trying to clear out.
It's already selling out.
We brought the funk. I'm telling you, we brought the goods, guys. Our best in our entire line, and it's here with Lynne Schacher right now.
Woo, so I know, I feel like the luckiest gal in the world. Well, here's where we're going to start our hour with a 5 value pay special for you, a special anniversary price as well, as we celebrate 1 year of Stuhrling Originals being back here at ShopNBC. Okay, this is going to be a larger case, a 41mm case, but I will say guys and gals then, Larry, could wear this one. What do you think?
My goodness gracious, you know, a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, you know, women can wear men's watches, but you know, I wasn't exactly on board with that until a couple of years ago, until I actually, you know, saw it and in my own personal life. Women are wearing men's watches.
Especially here at ShopNBC.
Women are wearing them, and in this particular case, we're talking about the Manchester Aussie. I can't wait to, you know, start sharing what I know about this piece.
Let me get the item number first, and I'm going to totally turn it over to you, Larry. This is V90105. Very special anniversary price. Remember, all of the anniversary pricing goes away at night tomorrow night. Your value paid $37.71, V90105. Take it away, my friend.
Well, first of all, we're seeing right on the screen right now the orange, and there's so much to talk about with this watch, but I'd like to, you know, share the case. Now, Lynn, you're pretty petite, I would say. You're a very petite lady, and I see that you have very dainty wrist. But the thing that makes this so special, ladies, is that this is a curved case. It is the most comfortable case that we make in our entire line of watches. There, Lynn is showing you the curvature of this, and you can literally just hold it on your finger and let it balance. And I want you to put this on your wrist. And ladies love our Manchester case because it wears like a bangle. It's 41mm by 41, and take a look at that strap. That's 27mm wide at the lugs, but it has curved metal inserts at the lugs. It's got a genuine calfskin liner. It's got the perforated top side, so it's so comfortable against your wrist. But it literally will just form and melt right to your wrist. Now, we're looking at the dial, of course. And
beautiful.
This is called the Guilloche Soleil pattern. It's done with vintage German machines. They're hydraulic presses. That is all impressed into the dial. It's struck about 30 to 40 times. And another thing that makes this such an amazing, amazing value. Now, here's the gray. For the ladies that are interested in this piece rather than the men, I think this will be the big seller here is the gray, because gray goes
It's really unusual color.
Well,
really unusual.
When we do the men's shows, gray dials and gray watches always go over really, really big because there's not a lot of them. But gray is kind of like black, Lynn. It'll go with everything, okay?
There you see the day of the week right at that 6 o'clock position. It's going to be water resistant to 100 meters or 330 feet. And let's talk about the movement.
Well, that's the thing. This is amazing because this is a mechanical automatic day-date watch, which means there's no battery in this watch. It's being operated and run by a spring. There's just tiny little pieces of metal. There's springs and gears and screws and just little pieces of metal that are somehow configured to keep near perfect time. And that is amazing to get a mechanical watch under 200, but this is a mechanical automatic with quick set day and quick set date. And hopefully I'll get a chance to, show that to you. I see we have about 2 minutes to go, and I will demonstrate it if given the opportunity. But now see how comfortable.
You know what? You're right, Larry.
You see how comfortable this is? You thought I was making that up. Okay, I knew she
Not you.
But look how that fits. Is that comfortable?
It's very comfortable.
It's unbelievable, and ladies love this Manchester case. And okay, here we go. They're going to let me do this, and I'm going to do it backwards for the camera. But here, I got to pull the crown out, all right? And here's what we're saying. We're going to come in tight. Here we go, guys. Let me get this. There we go. All right, now there's how you set the time, of course. Now I'm going to come in one step, and if you could really give me a tight on the date, the day and date at 6 and 5. Thank you, guys. Okay, you see it says Thursday, and over between the 4 and 5, it's Thursday the 5th?
Yes, yes.
Nice job by Andy here to set the, or Henry, I should say, to set all the time. But here, I'm going to turn the crown one way, and you see how the date is quick set, 7, 8, 9?
Yep.
I turn the crown the other way, and you'll notice it's a
there goes the day.
There goes the day. So it's a mechanical automatic with quick set day and date. Look at the guilloche on the dial, and by the way, all those Arabic numerals that are fancy and fanned out around the dial, those are all individually applied to the dial. They're separate pieces. They're cut out, and then there's 2 pegs on the back of each one that go through little micro holes in the dial, and then they're sealed on the back side. Now, again, Lynn is showing you on her wrist the gray. And
well, the gray's almost gone. 20 left of the gray,
guys,
Larry.
Ladies, if it's not for you, grab it for your man. I'm serious about this.
For your son, for your dad, for the hubby.
Listen, we came in here with our anniversary. This is like an all-star event for us.
I agree.
We did not bring just goods we're trying to clear out. We have brought some of our best all-time sellers, and we have never, including at the November All-Star event, we have never, ever, ever showed the Manchester Aussie, one of our most popular watches of all time, under $200, and with 5 value pays. You can bring this home for $40, Lynn. It's amazing.
It really is. And I also love the shape of this, that it is that square case, which is very unusual as well. If you're looking for the gray, it is almost sold out. As I go through this hour, I will remind you that all of the pricing and those wonderful value pays that we're doing expire at midnight Eastern Time tomorrow night. So please keep that in mind as well. Now, next up, Larry, something our viewers did not see in the preview. And here's what it is for you today. This is going to be... Hold on, I'm just getting all my information. Here we go. This is going to be for you today. I love it. B90394. This is the Platina de Vola.
Piatino di Volo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Which it means flying saucer. But there's a lot to talk about with this watch, and when we get into it, I'll be happy to share. It's an auto quartz. It's 2 movements in one watch.
It's also the very first time that we've ever offered this timepiece on 6 interest-free value payments, $23 and change. Does get this home for you, everybody, so keep that in mind. 6 value pays is a really, really big deal. We have all color choices, the black, the blue, the salmon. I've not seen that color done before. And that silver tone as well, B90394. And then also coming up for you is the Falcon. Okay, Larry, it's a today only, too, which means that price will not be here tomorrow.
Yeah, this is amazing because you talk about, bringing our all-time best pieces. This is a big, big piece for Stuhrling Original. It's the Falcon. This has got a Ronda StarTech 5030D movement in it, which is a Swiss quartz engine with 6 jewels. You have a top engine. I mean, are we going to present that watch now?
Not quite yet.
Okay,
we got to wait, but you do not have to wait for us. Let me tell you what. This has received 5-star reviews like crazy since it debuted during All-Star. My colleague and buddy Jim Skelton, along with you, Larry, spent over a year to bring this to ShopNBC, which is pretty incredible. And today, to have it on 5 interest-free value payments, this watch, out of all the watches, is really the buzz.
This is something really, really special, and when we get a chance to really, present the piece, you'll be amazed at what you see.
I think you will, too. It is called the Falcon. Go online and order because the value pays. That today-only price, only good for today. Everything else goes away midnight tomorrow night. That goes away at midnight tonight. Buy it for your son, for your godson, for your hubby, for your boyfriend, for your dad, because that is truly, I think, one of your ultimates.
It is. It really is. And we're doing more now to follow up on the Falcon. We have a whole series on the Falcon, but this is the original. That's the one that started it all. And now the Lady Wall Street.
Well, we have today 2 today-onlys, which is very, very exciting. With the Falcon for the guys out there. And for the gals, we did not forget about you as we celebrate a 1-year anniversary of Stuhrling Originals returning to ShopNBC. So we have a today only for the gals, today only for the guys, which is that Falcon. Now, I'm going to have for you today the rose tone and the silver tone only. This is B90769. We're giving you reduced shipping and handling, 4 interest-free value pays, one of the lowest value pays that you will see today in our shows. It is B90769.
All right, well, the thing here, Lady Wall Street, this is a mechanical automatic timepiece, but it's a skeletonized mechanical automatic.
Now, I remember the last time you were here, Larry, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
everything you did was the skeletonized and the automatic for the gals, gone. They all sold out.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes, I certainly do.
I certainly do. It was crazy.
Well, we had the Aphrodite, which was just like this, except that instead of an off-center cutout in Mother of Pearl, it had a heart-shaped cutout for Valentine's Day.
Gone.
We even had 11 points of diamonds on it as well. But this is actually the original piece here, the Lady Wall Street with the Mother of Pearl, that might be just a little bit more multifunctional, a little bit more versatile without the hearts on there. But take a look at this now. What you're seeing here has no battery in this watch. It's being operated off of a mainspring. And one of the nice things about having a skeletonized mechanical automatic is that you can actually see the mainspring, the coil. The barrel has been cut away. That is that big kind of coily spring up there between the 1 and the 2 o'clock position, guys.
Right up here.
Right by there. Very nicely done, Lynn. You've been practicing. But if you take a look at that, now this one is fairly wound tight because you can see it looks like just, solid, like silver color. There's very little space between the bands, which means when it's fully wound, this has 34 hours of autonomy. It will run continuously. Now, as it begins to, use up its time, because it has a rotor on the back, it's an automatic, it will continually keep the mainspring wound and keep it running just by the movement of your arm.
So, Larry, automatics are always one of the most prestigious, and also going along with that glory of being that automatic, there's a price tag that's usually attached to it as well.
Yes.
So, gals, here's what I want you to know. To get an automatic for this price, to have the name Stuhrling attached to it as well. Beautiful leather straps. You have 2 choices today. The rose tone die with the black strap, and the one that I wore all day yesterday, which was the silver tone with the pink. We'll share that as well. This should never be $90.
No, not at all. In fact, you say to get an automatic, at this price, but that's only half the story. There's 2 other things going on here. Number 1, it's skeletonized, and number 2, it's a ladies. The way this kind of works in the industry, you would think that men's watches and men's movements are more expensive. It's just the opposite. Because this is a 35-millimeter case. For example, when we
small space.
Exactly, they're smaller. Ladies' movements are more expensive than men's movements because they're smaller. And then the fact that it's skeletonized, and I like to use the analogy, Lynn, that if you were having company coming over to your house, you might want to clean up a little bit, right? Yeah. You might not want them to see maybe your mishigas or whatever. All right. So the point is this: when you're going to put a movement into a skeletonized dial, a skeletonized watch,
it better be good.
What they do is they cut away all the extraneous metal parts, and then what's remaining they decorate with hand-engraved scroll work to make it beautiful. They beautify it, and so when you have a skeletonized movement, it's more expensive than just a straight mechanical automatic, because in most cases you will never see a regular mechanical.
You're right.
It's covered up. So here you have the best of both. You have a skeletonized mechanical automatic in a lady's timepiece under $200. It's
under
unheard of.
$100.
Well, I know it's under $100, but I'm saying even under 200
is pretty amazing.
It's phenomenal.
So that when you add on to that this is, as Larry said, under $100, $90.90. That price is only good for today. And then you have those 4 absolutely positively interest-free value payments, only good for today. And you have reduced shipping and handling, only for today.
And I'll tell you what, there's so many more things I want to say, but, the one that you're showing on the screen, the rose tone, happens to be my favorite because, I came from the jewelry industry 5 years ago into the watch business, and it's part of the jewelry industry. But my point is, the whole rose gold, this is 16-karat rose gold layered on top of 316L surgical grade stainless steel. And because of the rose tone, the rose gold, it gives it kind of a vintage look. It gives it that kind of era of the 40s, the whole retro deco period of jewelry, which is definitely one of my favorite for sure. And it has that vintage feel. Now there you can see where it says Lady Wall Street. That's reverse laser etched on the Cristerna crystal on the inside of the glass. It's a little hard to see on the camera, but anyway, there it was. They're all labeled. And this has a screwed-in case back. You see those notches? Okay, that's a threaded case back. That goes to the make of the watch. This is 50 meters water resistant. On less expensive watches, it would be you stick a knife in and pop it off. Take a look at the crown, Lynn.
Now, this is the rose tone, too, with that black leather strap. Let me share with you the all stainless, the silver tone, with that pink hand-cut mother of pearl that is extremely phenomenal
gorgeous
quality.
Mother of pearl, and the hands and the Arabic numerals, to me, I would call those fuchsia or maybe magenta. It's really a very, very hot pink that pop off of there. And then this pink strap, the pink strap is kind of maybe a bubblegum pink, or possibly, I heard a new term last night when I was watching, Pamela McCoy. She called it a Cosmo pink. To me,
yeah, she did call it a Cosmo pink.
And I was thinking to myself, when I was watching her show, I said, that's the color of pink that I was, of the strap on Our Lady Wall Street.
Isn't that funny? It is that Cosmo
really
pink.
is. But
I love how the numbers, too, are graduated as it goes around that dial.
Very nicely done, Lynn. They're graduated because it's an off-center cutout. The cutouts for the roundness, it's not in the dead center. It's off-center. So the numbers from 1 to 6, as you can see, they gradually get larger as they're fanned around the dial, as you can see. This is a solid stainless steel case, and Lynn, the crystal is actually a domed crystal, which is more expensive than just a pure flat crystal.
Well, that's one thing I'm learning about Stuhrling as we celebrate a 1-year anniversary of the return of Stuhrling to ShopNBC. No corners are ever cut. And I think that's what's so exciting, because, gals, we want the fashion aspect of a great timepiece, but we still want all of the execution that the guys get.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good point. This is actually called the Lady Wall Street for pretty much that reason, because usually in the watch world, guys are the ones, men are the ones that would wear not only mechanical automatics, but skeletonized, because they kind of want to show off their love for watchmaking. It's a guy's thing.
Well, it has gears and it's moving.
Exactly, but not anymore. A lady now, here's one that's designed for the ladies. A lot of ladies will wear men's skeletons, but here's one with a little bit of femininity, okay? And it's designed for the ladies. They can, wear it in business, whether a sales lady, a real estate lady, a judge, an attorney, whatever. You can walk into the boardroom, ladies, and say, hey, you have nothing on me, guys. I've got a skeleton mechanical automatic too, and that's where it gets the name.
Here's what I want you to do, gals. We have 2 today onlys. Get the black leather in the rose tone of the Ladies Wall Street, okay? That's this one on your screen, V90769. Then, for him, V90434, V90434. It is the Falcon. It's been gone since it virtually sold out during All-Star back in November. Took over a year for Larry and ShopNBC to do this, for Stuhrling to do this. We love it. This is also the today only, so 1 for the gals and 1 for the guys. That means both for you.
Absolutely. Now, we haven't, that's a great idea, by the way, but, we haven't really got into presenting the Falcon yet, but guys, ladies, trust me on that piece. When we get into the presentation, you're going to flip out. It is a major timekeeping device, believe me. And here's that vintage look, that retro deco kind of look here, Lynn. I just love it. This is just fabulous. And you notice that crown is offset at the 4 o'clock position. Very unusual.
Very unusual.
Very unusual. Gives you that little extra styling, that little extra panache. And look at the beautiful styling on the lugs. They're not just normal lugs coming off the case. They kind of have nice shoulders to the case. You see that?
Yeah.
It's got a convex side to the case, instead of a flat side.
Yep, you're right.
Very, very nice. This has got a genuine leather strap. It's got a lizard embossing on this genuine leather strap.
So we love those exotic skins, those exotic leathers.
Right.
This, of course, is your classic leather, but it looks like it's a very exotic lizard.
To bring home, it's unbelievable. I'm shaking my head. To bring home a skeleton mechanical automatic timepiece, a lady's skeleton mechanical, for $22 on a value pay is phenomenal. And
well, that's what we're doing for the anniversary.
And you know, we're shipping this direct, and we've actually, with ShopNBC, cut the shipping in half on this too, Lynn.
Very, very exciting. On both of the Today Onlys, as I've mentioned, you do get that reduced shipping and handling, which is a really, really, really big deal for you. But it is only good for today, because this is a Today Only. So let me just make sure everyone understands what that means. At midnight tonight Eastern Time, the price goes up. The price is going to go up. At midnight tonight Eastern Time, 4 value pays vanish. They go away. And so does that reduced shipping and handling. So if you're thinking about, you know what, I just want something. I love Stuhrling. Maybe you got a little hooked on it when Larry was here and he presented the heart cutout in that beautiful automatic movement back in February. Well, this is the continuation of that. I mean, it really is. It's a brand new piece for you to add into your inventory. And it is just that, I think, a signature Stuhrling look.
Well, absolutely. This is one of our all-time signature pieces. But also, you know, when we show, on those rare occasions, you know, we'll show a ladies' piece in the nighttime hours with the men's shows. We show a piece like this, for example. The guys jump all over it because
they want it for the gals.
They want their girl to kind of get into their hobby and into their own thing. And this is a great piece to hook them. So if there's any guys here, there it is.
Well, let me give you the item number one more time. It is V90769. It is the Today Only for the gals. And coming up, we will have the Today Only for the gents as well. Now, on your screen next, everyone, is a beautiful, the Fonzie.
This is the Fonzie.
That
yes.
Fonzie?
Yes, because it was either going to be that or Happy Days, okay? One of the two, because if you take a look, well, we're not going to present this watch now, but it's got a pointer hand for the days. This is amazing for a Swiss quartz movement, and the price is phenomenal. But we'll present that. We'll show you what we're talking about.
And your choice, the blue, the brown, or the copper. However, the brown is extremely limited. That's the one that you're seeing on that lower left-hand side of your screen. Phenomenal value pay and brand new today. V90865 is the item number. And then the big ta-da for the gentleman is coming up here next for you. It is the Today Only for the gentleman. Larry, it is on its way to selling out. It's hot. It's a Today Only, V90434. Today Only price, $238.65. Uh-oh.
5 value pays.
Okay, let me clarify. Andy, could you say that again, please?
We have some news.
Well, we do have some news because this has been so anticipated.
Yes.
All right. I apologize, but we are going to change this from a Today Only to a This Visit Only.
Well, I kind of saw that, and I kind of thought, well, maybe they made a switch on me, because in my sheets, I saw it as a This Visit Only also.
Okay, so it is a This Visit Only. It's 5 value pays for $47.72. That's why I was shuffling so much in the preview, too. I'm going, wait a minute, I don't have 2 Today Onlys. So that is our mistake, which is good for everybody else to be able to get this through the visit. Which ends tomorrow night at midnight. So just to clarify, so the price goes away tomorrow night at midnight. The extended value pays and the reduced shipping does go away at midnight tomorrow night. So did I look really confused in the preview? Were you kind of going, what are we doing?
No.
I'm happy for that for everybody. Thank you. I know. So just so we're happy to clarify that for everybody. Okay.
You know, I don't think they really care.
As long as they get the value and the value pays and the reduced shipping, that's all that matters.
We care more than they do, believe me.
All right, now let's bring you our third item of the hour today, and this is just really, really, really beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to let you say it for me, Larry.
This is the Piattino di Volo, and
there we go.
This is a
dual time.
Right, it's a dual time piece, and you know, in the watch industry, this is a kind of a collector's piece for guys. Guys are always looking for things that they want to add to their collection that they don't have. Well, this has 2 movements in the watch. 2 separate movements, but one is a mechanical automatic and the other is a quartz. So it's referred to in the business as an auto quartz. There are a few other manufacturers that do this kind of thing. This is our interpretation.
And it's beautiful. Let me give the item number for you and let you know that it is on 6 value pays, $23.07, V90394. And the only time that this will be offered on 6 value pays is in this anniversary event. So the next time Larry's here, if this is back on, this won't be on 6 value pays.
That's
now,
amazing,
this is one of the few dual time zones, I'm guessing, in your inventory.
Well, we have different versions of dual time zone watches and everything, but we do have one other piece in there that's an auto quartz. But that's what makes this one so special. And we're going to have to show the case back. Now, here you have the white dial and the stainless steel case. I guess we're calling that one the silver tone. Okay, and then here we have the black. This is the black dial. Okay, and then we have the. Here's the salmon. That's
an amazing color, Larry.
The salmon, and then the blue. Now, the blue is the only one that doesn't have a black strap. It has a deep midnight blue strap. But here's the thing. When we show the case back, Lynn, you'll notice that in the middle, okay, there it is, and I'd be happy to open that up. But in the middle, you can see the tiny little rotor. That's a mechanical automatic movement. But do you notice anything unusual? It's small.
It's really small.
It is a lady's mechanical automatic movement because you have to fit 2 movements inside the same case. And then if you kind of pan down just a little bit, guys, you're going to see kind of a circle down there. It was blocked by the strap, but you can see the top of it. Anyway, that's the actual spot where that circle is down there. Thank you, Lynn. Where there's actually a quartz movement down there. And when we show the front of the watch, you'll see there's a separate movement with a separate crown.
Let me show you.
So you can set 2. There you go.
To there.
Right. So that's 2 separate time zones that can be set individually. They both have their own crowns. It's an auto quartz.
See that they both have their own crowns. Look.
Right. Each one is you set separately. You can offset them. You set one to Los Angeles and one to London, or one to L.A. or New York or wherever, Paris. So you have 2 separate, and one is run by a quartz, which is a battery, and the other one is a mechanical automatic, and they're fit into one case.
Now let's go to the phone lines and welcome in Scott from Minnesota, who is phoning in today. Scott, hello to you, and welcome to the show.
Hey, Scott.
Good morning, folks. How are you?
Good morning. Well, we're very happy celebrating a big anniversary for Larry and Stuhrling Watches. Are you enjoying the show?
I am. As a matter of fact, I stayed up late last night to watch the show. I missed the first 20 minutes of it because I kind of nodded off, but boy, the Stuhrling watch that I purchased, I've had it for about a month. Oh my God, it just exceeded all my expectations by leaps and bounds.
And that was your first Stuhrling, Scott?
It was.
Fantastic. So you got your first Stuhrling home. You're probably thinking, okay, let's see if it's as good as it looks on television. Is it all that Larry and ShopNBC said it was, so it exceeded your expectations?
That and more. I bought the Stuhrling Alpine, which is a pretty unique watch, with kind of like that tripod-type face on it and everything, the skeletonized version, and it is absolutely beautiful. I've bought several watches from ShopNBC, several different brands, happy with all of them.
Good news.
But I don't own a lot of watches. I'm just kind of starting as a watch collector, I guess. I have about 8 of them. But 90% of the time when I'm heading out, that Stuhrling original is what's on my wrist.
Well, Scott, thank you very much. The Alpine is a fabulous piece, and I know it's a great conversation piece, a great conversation starter. Everybody notices the Alpine, and they make comments on it, and I know you've probably already seen that. And I won't even bother to ask you if you have an auto quartz in your collection, because with 8 watches, I know already you don't have one. Okay, but guys with hundreds of watches, a lot of times don't have an auto quartz. And for guys out there that don't have one, there aren't a lot of manufacturers that do it. And here we have with the Piatino Divolo an auto quartz. And thank you so much for those kind words, Scott.
Hey, I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. I just love it.
Scott,
I'll be getting another Stuhrling today, I'm sure.
Can I encourage you to check out the Falcon?
Yeah, I noticed that. Doggone it. I don't know if I should love you guys or hate you guys.
We're just a matter of minutes away from the Falcon, so check it out because it does have extra value pays and a great deal in the shipping and handling, too. So I'll think of you, Scott, when we share that one, and that could very well be your next piece from Stuhrling.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, you, Scott. Bye-bye. Take care and enjoy. Well, it does. It takes that first one. You see it on television like this, or the Falcon, whatever it is for all of you today. You go, okay, you know what? It's going to be my first Stuhrling, and then you're hooked.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of collectors for Stuhrling that have, 50, 60, 70 of our watches and more. And I think that goes and speaks to the make of the watch. All the cases are blank from solid stainless steel, which means they're cut from a solid bar, and they're You can feel the weight, you can feel the heft, you can feel the make of the watch.
Scott, I want to go through the choices again. You have the navy blue, which is absolutely beautiful. Then we have what's called the silver tone. That's with that brighter, whiter dial. On the top is the salmon, and then the black is on that lower right-hand corner. So right now, all of these are available today. It is the only item in the hour that showcases 6 interest-free value payments for you today. The case is going to be 42 millimeters in its dimension. I love it, and the leather is so amazingly soft.
Yeah, this is genuine French leather, Lynn.
What does French leather mean?
Well, I guess it comes from cows in France. No, I'm kidding. Right? Our tannery is actually, our tannery's in France.
It's wonderfully soft, wonderfully soft.
But here we go. But I want you to see what it looks like on a guy's wrist. Now, I took a very multifunctional execution here with the white dial and the black strap. This will literally go with everything, guys. And you can even come in a little bit tighter. But thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You can see that swirled guilloche pattern. And there's even a brushed pattern on that bezel that's also swirled. It's hard to see if I can get it just right. You can see that swirled brush pattern, and you see on the bezel. And then you've got that subdial between the 7 and 9 at the 8 o'clock position that gives you another time zone. And if you look, it kind of looks like it's orbiting around the main dial like a flying saucer. And that's where Piatino di Volo comes from. But again, a real collector's piece, not an everyday find, really.
I do want to remind you as well, you make your first value payment right now with us here at ShopNBC. You do your value pay. You do any tax and any shipping. And this will arrive at your door in about 7 to 10 days. From there, you will do one absolutely positively interest-free value payment all the way every month from now until August. It is the only piece that I have for this hour that showcases 6 value pays. That is a really big deal. That expires at midnight Eastern time tomorrow night.
And you know, Lynn, as you're showing the salmon execution on your wrist, it really goes well with your flesh tone. The dial is almost a very fleshy execution right there. It goes great. It looks great on your...
Well, because it is a 42 millimeter case, and so gals, we love that size. I would so have you consider this if you love having that dual time zone, and if you love that wonderful salmon color.
Yeah, and just to show you, you know, there's no corners cut here. It has a push-button dual deploying clasp, and I just shook my head in disbelief because 6 value pays, you're bringing home an auto quartz for $23. That's unbelievable. Go to 100 jewelry stores, you won't find it at any price, let alone for $23. Okay?
Well, and again, those 6 value pays are a huge, huge, huge deal. All right, now I have more to share with you. In our Stuhrling Originals, our 1-year anniversary of the return of Stuhrling Originals to ShopNBC. But there's also a very special event going on here at ShopNBC. It's an Hour Top Value from Elizabeth Grant. So not only with the Hour Top Value is she bringing that for us, but also her Vitamin C Serum Duo is something I want you to stay tuned for as well. It's your chance to take care of your skin both day and night. We have it available for you today at an introductory price and on 2 interest-free value payments. The last time we had this on air in December when it debuted, it sold out very, very quickly. So don't miss out this opportunity. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time right here on ShopNBC. So do stay very close for that as well. All right. Now, Larry Magen is our very, very special guest. He is the president of Stuhrling Originals. And also, I mean, talk about right down the pulse of not only the mechanics of a timepiece, but fashion, too.
Oh, absolutely. That's a very important thing in order to... guys, they don't want the same old boring watch. You know, it used to be guys would buy one watch and it would last, for 20 years, and then they maybe buy another watch.
You're right.
Not anymore. For men, watches are kind of like jewelry for women.
Well,
it's our
guys
jewelry.
don't have much of an opportunity to showcase their style, so I want to bring this one to you today. It is called the Fonzie, and we so have to find out why in just a minute. It's B90865. Now, Fonzie is brand new today. Everyone in my ears going, hey. 2 value pays as well, and special anniversary pricing that is good only until midnight tomorrow night. We have that beautiful blue. That's amazing.
The blue and brown are so gorgeous and so fun.
Look at that brown. However, the brown will sell out very quickly. And then we also have the copper, which is that rose gold.
Yes, very much so. Okay, where to start? Well, one of the things we try to do, and the price is just absolutely phenomenal, but we try to do different things that are unique and different because guys are always looking to add different kinds of looks to their collection.
Everybody wants to know how it got named. Well, you do know that, my friend.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. And that's what's so unique.
Everybody wants to know.
That is so unique about, here, the brown is a great one to show it on.
Okay.
But you'll notice how the days of the week are displayed around the dial. And here on the two,
very cool.
The blue and the brown have the very colorful. Here's the, you see Sunday up at the top, and there's Monday, and you go around, and there's Wednesday. But the thing is this, there's a separate hand that is actually pointing to the day. There it is right there.
On Thursday. See that?
See that hand with the little red? That's pointing, it's underlining the Thursday, okay?
Yeah.
So you know it's Thursday, and there's your date aperture just barely off the screen right there.
Right
it is.
there.
It's Thursday the 5th. So the thing is, a lot of times you'll see date watches, but to have a separate hand coming off of the center axis that's pointing to the day of the week.
I've never seen that before.
It's a very unique complication. Yeah. And it's a Swiss movement that does this. And let me say this. This is inspired by a very, very high-end Swiss company, Swiss-French company, where their watches cost many, many, many thousands of dollars. And it's got a pointer day. And here we've done it, but theirs is done with a mechanical, but this is done with the Swiss quartz movement. So you have the days of the week with a pointer hand, very unique, very different, very collectible. So we were thinking about happy days.
Oh, cuter than cute. Great idea.
You know, we could have
It's finally just hitting me.
We were talking, we could call it the Happy Days watch, but that didn't seem to go well. So
Fonzie
with our own spelling instead of IE, we got EE.
Yes,
you know, so,
no copyright issues. Right?
So, okay, comprende? Capiche?
Yes, love it, love it. But that is, it's very creative, just how the days
and you know what?
are placed.
And ladies love this piece too because it's fun. Now, if you want to wear it as a little bit more of a serious timepiece, you want to dress it up with a suit and everything, then I would say go with the copper.
I agree.
Because then, you know, it's a copper tone dial, guys. It looks like a penny that's been, you know, flattened, okay? But the names are not in all the, you know, rainbowy kind of pastel colors. They're kind of embossed very delicately to the dial.
Yeah,
so
it's really different.
It's much more subtle instead of, you see how they're just, it's tone on tone?
Yeah.
You see that? But it is there. But it's more dressy. You wear it with a suit. You notice the skeletonized hands. Look at the beautiful hour and minute hands.
This is gorgeous.
Guys, this is an amazing, amazing value for under $100 to get this movement. This is an expensive Swiss quartz movement in this piece, and it's a unique, I guarantee you, you know, unless you have, you know, a $20,000 plus watch, you don't have a watch.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You don't have a pointer day watch. Now, we've seen pointer dates, but pointer day, you got to realize that, you know, every 24 hours, that hand has to move over, you know, roughly, you know, 1/12 of the watch.
If you are looking for the brown, I do need to let you know the brown, there's about a dozen now remaining in the brown. That's all that we have. This is brand new today. We have it on 2 value pays and that anniversary price only for today. Now, the case is going to be 44 millimeters for you. It is water resistant. The length on that leather strap will be 9 3/4 inches. That is just, I've never seen that, Larry.
It's
and I
awesome.
do tons of watch shows.
Listen, all the guys that are watch collectors, if they were watching the show last night, we didn't have it in the show, they would love to add this to their collection. Because
and that blue is amazing.
Well, here's the blue, okay? And let me see if I can get my little blue monogram sticking out there. I guess it's too much to ask, okay? But there it is. Thanks, guys. But look how fun this is. Okay, and the blue strap. Look how, I mean, the blue strap is gorgeous.
That blue strap is gorgeous.
This is genuine French leather with an alligator embossing on the strap, guys. And ladies, you'll love this too. This is just
it's fun, and it is happy days. It's colorful.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Fun.
And it's so unique that, you know, it's a conversation piece in itself.
Well, this hour, we have a this visit only, which, of course, is the Big Falcon. It is now time for the Big Falcon coming your way. But I do want to remind you of the only true ladies piece of the hour. Some are going to be unisex for you.
Right.
But the only true ladies piece of the hour, it is our today only. That means that price expires at midnight tonight. The value pays expire at midnight tonight. And that wonderful discount in that shipping and handling also expires at midnight. It's B90769. Only 2 choices remain, the rose tone or that silver tone with that pink strap. Okay, I'm going to get the item number out there super fast, and then, my gosh, Larry, the star of the visit is right here. Truly it is. This is B90434, B90434. This visit only, which only goes until tomorrow at midnight. We're giving you reduced shipping and handling, 5 interest-free value payments, and a this visit only price of $238, B90434. 3 choices for you. The silver tone in the black, the rose tone in the black, and the silver tone and the brown, which is what you are looking at right now. This virtually sold out when it debuted back in November All-Star. It is back at a lower price than November All-Star.
Well, we've restocked, and of course, you know, I think the economy had something to say about that. But here it is, 5 value pays. This is amazing, and you know, where to begin with the watch.
Well, here's where I want to begin.
We've showed the executions?
No. I have a buddy in the business by the name of Jim Skelton.
Okay.
This is his baby. I mean, this is his baby. He teamed up with Larry and everyone at Stuhrling to bring this back in November. We received millions and millions of customer comments wanting it back and all of that. So, Jim, this is for you. I'm the lucky gal who gets to debut this visit for everybody. I also want to let you know it's not just Jim going crazy about it, not just Larry going crazy about it, not just Lynn, me, your host, going crazy about it, but it's customers who are going crazy about it. It is only when customer reviews achieve a certain level of 5-star reviews that we are allowed to call it a customer choice. Larry, the Falcon is a customer choice. Let me share with you what that means. We're going to give you a review to really help you make that decision. The first review is from Juice Man from Muskegon, Michigan. Here's what it said. Best rubber band ever. With over 100 watches of every make and model, this watch moved in the top 10. It is my golf, fishing, and hard play watch. The comfort of the new rubber band is better than any other, period. You can be proud of this one. I am. I have another one for you, Larry. Let's keep them going. Perfect watch. This is from X-Ray from El Paso, Texas. X-Ray says, this watch is perfect. I love the way it wears, as well as the comments I get when I wear it. And it is V90434. It is priced only till midnight tomorrow night. I mean, it's lower than All-Star. Okay, go ahead, Larry, take it away.
I love those customer comments. You know,
I do too.
I go on to the ShopNBC site and I read all the reviews, and we've had some very, very nice reviews, and this one's right at the top of the list.
This is my favorite, the rose tone.
Yeah, well, the rose tone black. Anytime you combine, you know, rose gold with black, it's always a very striking combination. But there's so much to talk about. We'll start with the pushers. Okay, this is a chronograph watch. It's got a Swiss quartz engine. It's a Ronda StarTech 5030D, which has got 6 jewels. It's one of the finest quartz chronograph movements in the world. But you'll notice the pushers for the chronograph are like wings.
Do you know what I love to say? Just like I do with the Fonzie watch. Never seen anything like this before.
The engineering on this, guys, you have to understand what's taken us so long in development on this piece. It was over a year in development before we brought it out at the November All-Star, and now we've restocked here for the anniversary. But look at those pushers. If I have a chance to...
Go ahead.
Thanks, guys.
Again, 3 choices. I have the black with the rose tone. We have the brown as well with the silver tone. And Larry has it in what is called the black and the silver tone.
Yeah, you know, I hope we have the time because I want to share everything about this watch. But you'll notice over here where my thumb is, that's the pusher for the chronograph. And then you see the little screw over here, that's the hinge. Okay, so I'm going to push it. And there goes the chronograph. It's a timekeeping device, like a stopwatch. And there it goes around the watch. And now I'm going to stop it. And if you got to come in kind of tight, guys. I just stopped it at 6 seconds. And now to reset it, it's over here on the bottom. I'm going to reset it, and there it goes around back up at 12 o'clock. But the pushers are what make it so easy. These pushers right there, they're like wings, like the Falcon's wings. Now let's take a look over here, right here, the subdial at the 3 o'clock position. You see that's moving around? If we can get even tighter, I would like to, if we can. You'll notice it's in the, we call it a Falcon head insignia. The beak of the Falcon
you can see that.
is actually luminous. That is your seconds. It's called small seconds for the watch. Now, it's sitting on top of carbon fiber. How do you have a subdial with printing on top of a carbon fiber main dial? Because there's actually an invisible dial on top of the carbon fiber. This dial has so many elements to it. It's a 5-piece dial. Now, down here at the bottom, at the 6 o'clock position, that subdial is a 12-hour counter for your chronograph. And then over there at the 10 o'clock position, that is a 30-minute counter. And up there at the top, there it is, the 5 right in the middle.
Very cool.
Okay, that is your date aperture at the top. Now, let's take a look at this bezel over here, right here. This is a unidirectional, I'm not good at reverse for the camera, guys, but it's a unidirectional ratcheting bezel. They're saying, stop shaking the watch, Larry. Okay, but again, I'm doing it backwards. Yeah, okay, they're used to it. But look, okay, it's a unidirectional ratcheting bezel, which you would never expect on the watch, okay? But it's not just black PVD, it's actually coated with a black rubberized material on this bezel, okay? It's black rubber-coated bezel. It's a chapter ring, and it's a separate piece.
Very exciting.
Can you see how the bezel, the bezel is done in 2 pieces? The engineering on this piece is phenomenal. Take a look at the back of the case now with our Falcon insignia. And, you know, to me, the bronze also, the rose gold, but there's
this
also the brown execution. There we go. You know, the black on black tone is kind of hard to see.
Tell me about this rubber strap, too, as you share this, Larry, because this is really good stuff.
Well, it really is. It's high-grade silicone, but the thing that makes it so special and so unique is the way it affixes to the case. 99% of the watches that you're going to see out there in the world have what is referred to as lugs. The lugs hold the strap. This case, this watch, has no lugs, okay? It's actually screwed right to the case, and you have the centerpiece kind of goes, you know, underneath, and the 2 sides, you know, are actually bolted or screwed right into the case. This is all pull force tested to 5 kilograms. They're self-tapping adhesive screws, so they're pull force tested. You're not going to have a problem with that. But it's very, very unusual to have no lugs on a watch, and that's what the people, that's what people love. And here's the look of it. It looks like a $30,000 plus watch, guys. It's inspired by a very high-end look. Some of you know which look it is, but obviously we've done our own thing. They don't have winged pushers like we do for the Falcon, but here it is. It's not too overbearing. It's about a 44-millimeter size case.
Remember, when this visit is over, tomorrow night at midnight, the price will go up to $392.
Yes.
Your price right now, because it is a 1-year anniversary, I'll show you your color choices right here again. The price is $238, only until tomorrow night at midnight. The 5 value pays $47, only good until midnight tomorrow night. And that reduced shipping and handling. 3 minutes is on the clock. The rose tone and the black will be the first to sell out, okay? Very, very limited. So here are your choices. Here's the rose tone and the black. To me, that is one of the most stunningly hot, gorgeous timepieces that I've ever seen. I just love that. This is the rose tone and the black. Then, a color of rubber we don't see very often is this chocolate brown.
Chocolate brown, it's a very good call, chocolate brown. And the bezel is coated with brown PVD, giving it a bronze tone. Okay?
Gorgeous.
It's got a brown carbon fiber dial as well, and it's got the bronze tone pushers as well. So the executions are, again, just phenomenal. As far as all the little detail that go into making up of the executions.
And the one that Larry had on, this is the black with that silver tone. It's easy to read. It's stunning. It's striking. The case is 43 millimeters by 45 millimeters. It is water resistant, and something we've not yet spoken about. Talk to me, Larry, about the warranty from Stuhrling Originals.
Absolutely. You have a 2-year warranty. If anything should go wrong with the watch or whatever, you're going to send it to our customer service center in New York, and we're going to handle it for you. And we always stand behind our product.
Amazing. Yeah. So many elements. I've been doing watch shows with you for 10.5 years. And just when you think you've seen it all, Larry sits down with me here and I can say just my last couple of items, ooh, never seen that before. Ooh, never seen that before. That shows how progressive Stuhrling is too, with their designs, their complications, always taking it to the next level.
We put so much thought into every new model, every new piece. We say, quality is never an accident. It is always the result of intelligent effort. And it takes a lot of intelligence in order to bring, you know, the value and pack the value into the watches and really do something different with every watch.
It is absolutely beautiful. It truly is. Almost sold out completely during its debut back during All-Star. Back then, the price was higher. We did not have the reduced shipping and handling and the value pays like we do, so it really is an amazing opportunity.
And you know, I know we're speaking a lot to a ladies' audience, and I'm not saying, you know, buy this for yourself. I think you should, but also if you have a guy in your life, I mean, the fact that he's not there right now watching the TV, take advantage of this. And if you don't like it, you can always send it back. But with 5 value pays, to bring a watch like this home for $50 is absolutely unbelievable. We've marked this down over $150 here for the anniversary. What is it, 160 maybe, $150 markdown, you know, for $238, and to bring it home for $50 is amazing. And you know, don't think that a lady can't wear this. Now, I agree, you're going to have to be, you know, brash and bold, and you have to, you know, be a kind of a power woman to pull something like this off. But you know,
Oh, do it.
But let me tell you something. You know, I collect old movies, okay? I'm really big into that. And, you know, Katharine Hepburn, Marlene Dietrich, Lauren Bacall, they all wore men's watches in the early days of Hollywood. These were power women that ran.
Larry.
I'm a big Katharine Hepburn fan. And she wore men's watches. So, ladies, you can do it if you have the chutzpah to pull it off.
Perfect word. Well, it isn't today only. Let me just remind you, in parting on this Falcon now, it does expire at midnight tomorrow night. So do the value pays, and so does that reduced shipping and handling. It is the long-awaited return of the Falcon. It's the 90434 is the item number. Now, all right, we've shared so many wonderful things. I mean, chunky timepieces, fun, Fonzie timepieces for you. But I think the most elegant of them all, very sleek, very streamlined, looks amazing if the guy in your life has to wear a suit every day, is our Artemis Gentile timepiece. This is V90300. We have it at a very special anniversary price of $141.27. We have it on 4 value pays as well, so the price and the 4 value pays only good until midnight tomorrow night. It's V90105. I really like this one.
Well, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna put it on my wrist in a moment here. But again,
look at that.
Looking at the value, this is a master calendar that gives you the day, the date, and the month. Here we come in. Thanks, guys.
I've never seen it done like this again.
And a genuine moon phase. This is not an AM/PM indicator. It's giving you the phases of the moon. So when you're going to a full moon once every 28.5 days, that subdial at 6 o'clock is going to give you a nice big full moon, so you always know when the full moon is coming. But to have...
Why do we need to know that? We know when to howl?
Well, you know, listen, you know, maybe some people don't care. I know for me...
it's very popular.
I'll tell you what, my ex-wife and I, we were married 17 years, when the full moon was coming, we stayed in separate rooms, okay? I'm serious about that. And if somehow it got by us, okay? If it somehow got by us and something happened, the next day we
You blamed it on the full moon.
Honey, did you see that? It was a full moon last night, okay?
Now, let's go to Connecticut and welcome in Andrew, who's been waiting very patiently to get in today. Andrew, hello, and welcome to the first-year anniversary of the return of Stuhrling.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hey, Andrew. How you doing?
I'm good, sir. Larry, I have I purchased the Atlantis a while back.
Sure.
And the most recent R-Top value.
Okay.
And out of my collection, the only automatic watch I have was your Stuhrling, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate it.
And one thing on you might remember, I had sent in my watch in with a note.
Okay.
Because I have a handicap problem, if you might remember.
It's jogging my memory for sure, but you know, keep going.
With a note, and you yourself called me on the phone, and I thought I was talking to a movie star.
Yeah, I'm a real star.
Yeah. you were telling me that the folks were trying to drag you out of the office on that phone call.
You might have called me like right when we were closing up, you know, because when they close up, it's like...
They got the hook in there getting you out of there.
When they lock up that building, it's like we're evacuating like a fire drill or something, I'm telling you.
But customer service, the watches, and the Falcon I'm going to get when I get off the phone.
Fantastic.
And I just wanted to say what you did for me. I appreciate it so very, very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
The watches are great, and ShopNBC is great, and thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Those are very kind words, Andrew. Thank you so much. So let me ask you a question, Andrew. For anyone who's watching today and they've not yet ordered a Stuhrling Originals piece, what would you say to them?
You have to order a piece.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you're a watch collector or a first-time buyer, trust me. Please.
Fantastic, Andrew. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
You have to get one. They're a gorgeous, well-built, well-constructed, outstanding watch.
Thank you, Andrew.
All right.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Let's talk again soon, okay? And
okay,
I'm gonna get you going so you can order the Falcon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.
But you know, that shows great customer service too. So we want all of you to know that a 2-year warranty from Stuhrling Originals. ShopNBC wants you to be happy as well. What we're doing here today, an anniversary price, 4 interest-free value payments as well. Now, you have 2 different choices. Larry is wearing what we're calling the silver tone on the silver tone. I have the silver tone and the rose tone. The guys are loving that rose tone, aren't they, Larry?
Oh, definitely so. And they both have, you know, I love a black face on a watch, and look how nice it looks. I mean, this is a great watch for business. Guys like bracelet watches now. That's a big thing, too. And, I mean, you can wear this with jeans and a T-shirt, too. But it's got a domed crystal, master calendar, Swiss quartz movement.
It's very unusual to see the 4 chronograph subdials like that. That's very unusual, isn't it?
Right. And, and again, it's not a chronograph. It's what we call a multifunction, you know.
Okay. Tell me, what's the difference?
Well, a chronograph is going to have, like, a separate time measurement where you can actually, like a stopwatch.
Okay.
This has got what we call a multi-complication or multifunction watch because you have the day, the date, the month, and again, a genuine moon phase. Find a genuine moon phase, you know, under $100, under $200. I mean, this is phenomenal. Swiss quartz movement. Look how dressy it looks.
And I want to share the bracelet with you too, as well as the edging on the bezel on this. It's beautiful. So just has a gorgeous, gorgeous edging right here on that bezel. And then the bracelet is two-tone. Yeah. The bracelet is two-tone on the rose, and that's all stainless. But in the one that Larry has on, the bracelet is just all silver tone.
Correct. And it's got the angled links, okay?
Gorgeous.
Every link is individually custom molded and polished in order to fit.
Fold-over clasp.
Yes, it has the flip-lock safety clasp as well. The edge of the bezel that Lynn was referring to is kind of like a serrated edge to it, which gives it just, you know, a little extra styling here. But guys, what a tremendous value this is for your man, ladies. And this is part of the anniversary event.
And think about this. Maybe your son is graduating from high school, graduating from college, and he needs that real streamlined, wonderfully tailored piece to go out and hit that job market running. So elegant, although he might look a little too successful. Could be the only downer. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a recap of our wonderful Stuhrling Originals Hour. Remember, we're in the middle of an anniversary celebration, so when you see the wonderful value pays and the pricing that says anniversary pricing, only good until midnight tomorrow night, so do take advantage of that. Well, if you missed the beginning of the hour, this is where Larry and myself started our hour. This is the Manchester Aussie. This is B90105. We have 5 interest-free value payments, as well as an anniversary price. That is B90105, gray and orange only. And that's a genuine leather, beautiful, delicious strap, too.
And I'll tell you what, don't forget the orange one, guys. Orange is a color of high self-esteem. It's a color of royalty. Not everybody can carry it off. It's brash, it's bold, it's straight from the hip. Orange, my favorite color. Don't miss that one.
And then here's our today only. We have a this visit only for the guys, and we have a today only for the girls. This is the ladies' Wall Street. We're excited about that automatic movement for you, as well as the exhibition back. This is B90769. Today only price expires at midnight. Today only value pay expire at midnight. B90769, and reduced shipping and handling as well. Very, very popular today, Larry.
Piatina di Volo.
The Piatina di Volo, the dual time zone. Love that.
Auto quartz.
My favorite, the salmon, that's what you're seeing on the top, is the most limited now. The only item of the hour to have not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 interest-free value payments, but that goes away tomorrow night, and so does that price, B90394. And then the Fonzie, the Happy Days one.
Don't miss this piece, guys. You will love it. There's not a lot left. We're not too deep on them, but grab one for yourself.
You're very, very fun. The brown is now sold out, so thank you, everybody, for your phone calls on that today. But we do have the copper, and we do have that blue, V90865. While the #1 seller of the show for the gents is right here, this, of course, is the Falcon. It is the long-awaited return of the Falcon. It's at a this visit only price, which means that does expire at midnight tomorrow night. 5 value pays and reduced shipping that also expires at tomorrow night, B90434. Larry, when are you back, my friend? I'll put you to the test. I apologize.
Central Time, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock Central, 3 Eastern Time with Kenny. So do stay very close for that, everyone. Larry, happy anniversary.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you very, very much. Do watch for Larry later today. Coming up next, gold style and very limited quantities. See you in just a minute. Coming up next.